What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. Today we are at Schnebly Hill. We have been in Phoenix for the last couple days, finally getting the lift done on the Mojave. In case you're just joining us, we're going to be completely replacing the suspension on our Gladiator Mojave. All the steering components, all of the control arms, the springs, and those pricey Fox shocks are going to be removed. After getting some measurements, we would drop it off at Wolf Off-Road, located just outside of Phoenix, Arizona. They're the only shop that's worked on our Mojave, and so far they've been amazing to work with. We caught an Uber back to the campground, waited for 3 days, then caught another Uber back to Wolf Off-Road for the pickup.
Hey, little fella, what you doing? You want to drive?
It's pretty amazing to see the work being done, and although we weren't around to film the install, we were able to catch part of the end when we went to pick up. After selling part of my right kidney to fund the install, we would make our way back to the campground. And as excited as I was to see everything that was done, it was getting dark, so we caught a bite to eat and headed out to Sedona the next day for a shakedown run, which brings us back to where we are right now. And it turned out freaking amazing. We're going to tell you all about it, but we're also going to do kind of a shakedown run here on Schnebly Hill. We got the work done in Phoenix. It's about 100 degrees down there, no joke, so we had to come all the way up here. And now it's like 72 degrees, so it's 25 degrees cooler up here. First impressions are much of a difference?
I've been trying to figure it out. Like, is it just in my head? Is there actually a difference, or am I just imagining it? But it does feel like it takes the bumps better.
Yes.
It feels stronger, more.
It does feel stronger, more firm.
Yeah.
We have hit a bump going really fast, and it does not do well there, which is expected. These are monotube shocks. These aren't the sweet Mojave Fox shocks that were on there. So when you hit a bump fast, it's going to feel better on the Fox shocks, but it's not as bad of a ride quality as I thought so far.
Yeah. So far, it seems to be better.
For some reason, there wasn't any audio in this clip, so we're going to step through the upgrades. We went with the Metalcloak 3.5-inch Gamechanger paired with the Rocksport shocks. Some may find it a bit perplexing that we would remove the Foxes in favor of Rocksports, but the truth is, this is one of the longest travel shocks that you can get in a mid-arm setup with 13 inches of travel. But we didn't stop there. We also went with Metalcloak on the front differential skid plate and rear differential skid plates. For steering, we went with Fusion 4x4. This was based off the recommendation of Wolf, and for good reason. This is 70/75 aluminum, which means if you smack a rock, it'll just bend right back. And with the lifetime no BS warranty, it definitely made sense. I feel it sits a little better with the 3.5-inch lift, and the ride so far has been absolutely amazing. We got a little bit left to go on the trail. The entire trail has been very rocky. One thing I'm noticing is that the feedback from the road is a lot less. There's a lot less jerking of the steering wheel because the steering stabilizer, and it's on this, what setting did you put it on, Parker? Medium. So it's on the medium setting right now. It's that Falcon steering stabilizer. It's got 3 settings, medium, soft, and firm. And right now it's on medium, and there's like no feedback from the road. It is just, it's way better all around. Absolutely way better. We did find a tiny rock to flex on, although I'm a little disappointed because we're still not flexed out all the way. But this gives you a good idea of, anyways, here, check this out. And I'll tell you, it is a comfort not having to worry about going over anything anymore with the stiff cover, the dish skid there for Metalcloak. Everything just feels a lot more solid. It's just night and day. I can't say enough good things about it. Another thing that we did is we did opt for the drive shaft because Metalcloak recommends when you go to 3.5 inches because of the articulation that you really need to replace that front drive shaft. So we went with the Adams front drive shaft. Nothing is hitting, nothing is rubbing. I mean, we still got quite a ways to go. But if you remember past videos, like we would stuff all the way up into this wheel well. Now there's still quite a bit of travel there. So we're gonna get on our way. We're almost at the end of this trail. We might stop one more, cover a few more things. But yeah, let's get down into Sedona. Well, we reached the end of the trail, which was amazingly scenic. I highly recommend Schnebly Hill. Just high clearance, SUV, aggressive, should be able to make it just fine. Yeah. But absolutely worth it. As far as us, I think we're out of here. I think we're gonna go find another place to go, shake down a little bit more stuff. And then we're gonna head back to Phoenix, and then we're off to Trail Hero. Good morning. It is day 3, I think, of this shakedown run. So we had the lift done. We took it out the second day after the lift. Everything was fine. Everything has been great. We love the ride quality.
Oh my goodness.
It is just night and day. We're absolutely thrilled about it. But the story's not quite finished yet because there's like a slight bow in the spring. So passenger spring. I know it's not supposed to be doing that. The shop is continuing to work on it, but we had to get on the road to Trail Hero. So we're in Kingman, Arizona now, and we're making our way up there, but we're out for another shakedown run just to make sure that nothing's going to happen before Trail Hero. Mm-hmm. So the people who did the lift, they're going to be out there at Trail Hero. They're going to help us continue with this, but I wanted to record this because in our case, it wasn't just a one and done thing. It's going to be interesting to see how the next few days go. Mm-hmm. But more than likely, we're not going to have any issue at all. That's what I hope, but I'm going to show you what's going on. So it might be kind of hard to see, but it's a slight bow towards the front of the vehicle. So everything is in there correctly. The spring perch pad is sitting correctly. The spring is clocked correctly. We do have the Metalcloak correction pads in here. So everything appears to be set correctly, but there is just this slight outward bow. So there could be other stuff going on in here. I've read that the spring perch pad could be completely off, like it could have been like welded incorrectly from the factory itself.
So it could have nothing to do with the lift. It's
Absolutely.
Just more exaggerated now because we have a larger spring.
Right.
And because we're really looking at it and we're really paying attention to what's going on under there. So,
yeah, over-analyzing everything.
Right. So it could have been an issue to begin with. There are other people with Jeeps where things were just from the factory.
Right.
Wrong.
Off kilter.
Right. Possibly other explanations for this.
Right.
We just have to kind of work through it.
Yeah. So we'll keep you updated on what's going on. This video will probably end before we get to Trail Hero. So if you want to see what happens, if there's going to be an issue, stay tuned to the next few episodes as we are coming to you from Trail Hero.
And as we figure this all out.
Yeah. So let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And other than that, we'll see you in a couple of days.